In the spirit of the Christmas holidays, we had a crash CTD yesterday's flight from Sydney to Singapore, and now this is our flight where we will recreate this one in hopes to land safely in Singapore. Right now it is actually the 24th of December 2025, and some people celebrate Christmas today and some celebrate tomorrow. I'm one of those that celebrate today, and I thought why not fly on the network for today. I am free and I will be enjoying this flight to Singapore. We are on the ground at Sydney stand 85 for the cargo apron, and then we're going to be flying Singapore bound as wrapping up this world trip, as we call it. So yeah, we are just finishing up the checks here, so we have done our takeoff checklist. Takeoff performance data 8181 for V2. In case engine out, we follow runway track and do 335 on F, VF, yep. Those are all to arm, and this is before start checklist. MCP is 181, 135 and 5000 set.
Set. Takeoff speeds.
V1 today, decision speed 172. V rotate is going to be 177 knots. And V2 is going to be 181. And I'm apologies if I said V2 for V1, I mixed them up.
Set.
Not in action though.
Completed. Completed.
Yep. Trim we are calculated for 4.25 units up. So once we pressurize, we will do so, yeah? Yeah, let's start the pushback, and let's contact ground. There's no ground, the ground logged off, but we got our clearance via ground. I mean, he assigned us an ATC squawk code, so we just follow that. Sure we are tuned on the both frequencies, it's good. Sydney ground, Singapore 7439, cargo apron 85, pushback, runway 34 left, Sydney traffic. And yeah, that's good. The tug is driving up, so yeah, we'll give it some time. But in the meantime, we can pressurize our hydraulics. Always going clockwise, or counterclockwise. Looking good. Flap on is in a neutral position, and our aileron there. Oops. Get used to this camera setting. It's not like Microsoft Flight Simulator where you once you set the custom position twice.
Set. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Completed.
4.25. That's slightly more, yeah? Good. Trim set. Taxi completed. We were
complete.
Crossing runway 16 right, and down via Alpha, crossing runway 07 in the meantime. And we can look at the camera to see if the tug is connected. And it is, so then we shall release our parking brakes. And now we should be pushing back. That's us pushing back.
Of you go. Best of luck on your trip.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Pushback time 0921. We are, what, 20 minutes ahead of schedule? We loaded all of the cargo prior, so there's no real reason to wait foul slot time. We don't really do that when there's no traffic at Sydney. So we're the only aircraft for departing right now. For good reason, it's a holiday. And at Sydney time, there's a bit of a time difference. I forgot what is the time difference. Sydney, we have local time is local time is 2045. Zulu time is 0945. So we actually push back a bit more than 10 minutes or 9 minutes early. So we'll be starting right engine and then left engine in sequence, yeah? Starting right. All pressure is stable, starting left engine now. All pressure is rising. Good. It's getting a bit dark, so we put on logo light now. Oops, not turn off our navs. Okay. Put flaps 5 for departure. Stabilizer trim, we bit much, so we'll put down 4.25. Okay. Full left aileron. Full right aileron. Full aft elevator. And then full forward elevator. Neutral. And we wait for the bypass pin to be removed since we're using a single point of access for our rudder, so our rudders will be responsible for our tiller as well, so that's why we have no tiller movement once the bypass pin is connected. Right, so it should be off now, so rudder to the left. Neutral, rudder to the right. Neutral. Flight controls are complete before taxi checklist. Recall.
Recall. Check.
Just only
Checked.
take us off,
Flight
that's fine.
controls.
Flight controls
Check.
checked and
Checked.
ground equipment is
Cleared.
removed.
Cleared. Checklist complete.
Yeah. And taxiing. Actually, airport map. Sydney. Cool. We're now Bravo 1, so we're going to be crossing 16 right via Bravo. Then Alpha 1. Alpha all the way down, crossing runway 07. Via Alpha. And then lining up runway 34 left. Oh, this is the one that has a nice beach view, yeah? Sydney traffic, Singapore 7439er, taxiing runway 34 left via Bravo 1, crossing runway 16 right via Alpha 1, taxiing Alpha, crossing 07 via Alpha, lining up runway 0, correction, runway 34 left via Alpha. Sydney traffic. We are the Alpha. Okay. Park, brake, release. And we can just delete all that. Yeah. No, actually we can keep it for now. this is a bit strong here. Lower the brightness. My initial climb is 5,000 in Sydney. Well, that's what we were cleared to previously before our simulator crashed. In the virtual airline, we are now putting more stricter rules on our taxi speed, so you have to watch out what your speed is when you're taxiing. Trucking, Vatsim radar, no arrivals, so we will not announce that we are crossing runway. We'll still put our lights on. Like a Christmas tree. In the festive season. Isn't that nice?
Approaching 16 right.
There is a South African 359er who's going to be on approach, but in like 10 minutes. So if we taxi fast enough, then we might be able to depart before him. Sun is already set, so this is a blue hour, as us plane spotters call it. Making sure we're at 10 knots when we make a 90-degree turn. 11 knots, 10 knots. Oops, very sensitive tiller. And Alpha is going to be taking us all the way to our departure runway. It's a bit like taxiway Bravo at JFK, if you know. That one wraps around the entire terminal. And there's another one I forgot. Bravo, is it Alpha as well? I'm not sure. Here we can go 15 knots for what, 45-degree turn. Oop. It's a bit sharp there. But look. That's nice scenery, I must say. It's payware, so I expect it to be good. I really need a bigger range of motion for my throttle, because I'm moving like half a millimeter and it's moving like that much. It's a bit too much in my opinion. And tillers, yeah, they're in the market, so I really suggest you get yourself one if you have the money. They're around $300 now, so on eBay you can get them for a bit cheaper, but do caution yourself to buy the right one, because most of them actually, the expensive ones are Airbus ones. If you fly Boeings like me, they look very different. I mean, if you're not really in for the simulation realism, so it's fine. If it's a tiller, it's a tiller. But someone like me, I would like to get a 777 custom-made one rather than an Airbus 320 or whatever. Okay, speed limit is 30 knots on a straight taxiway, so yeah. Still no 107, so no need to transmit ourselves on the frequency.
Approaching runway.
What happened to the lady? The R Alphas here. Wait, what does it stand for? Runway awareness something. Runway, I forgot. So, look at the view. Oh, this looks terrible. It's Come on, taxi, I'm an actual taxi, send away. Don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a taxiway lights where you can aim ourselves. Wow. That's the thumbnail. I'm a bit concerned. There's this traffic that's 4,000 feet above the field now. Don't know if we can see him. He's a bit of a troublemaker. This is Scandinavian, not Air France. Not Scandinavian, South African. The call sign is very interesting as well. It's Springboks, yeah. I find that very cool. Oh, I'm making tiny tiller movements. Or rather, should I say. I don't know, his COM 2 is Unicorn. Springboks 2905 Singapore 7439er. Alright, no response. So he's... There he is. He's doing the opposite of a final. It's very interesting. He might be too far away from the field, honestly. Sydney traffic, Singapore 7439er via Alpha 06, lining up runway 34 left, Sydney traffic. Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Checklist complete.
Approaching 3, 4, left. Three, 4, left.
That's checked. Okay. Shall do the takeoff. Sydney traffic, Singapore 7439, taking off runway 34 left for the Richmond 6 departure, Sydney traffic. Good. Brakes released. Close left. Plus set. Airspeed alive. And you're not sold. B1.
B1.
Rotate. Ooh, bit of a sharp turn. Up. Okay, towards 15. Now nav checked. Sydney traffic, Singapore 7439 airborne, passing 500 for 5000, which means 6 departure. Sydney traffic, Merry Christmas. Gear up. Yeah, I actually hate that. They don't call positive rain. But wow. Fairly stable. Sydney's usually very bumpy on the departure. FMC message. Flaps 1. I'm using the ChatGPT to do the flaps up and flaps 1 stuff. And the gear up. That was all me talking to an AI. Flaps up. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. And we'll do cruising level 320. Wow. Oh, that's majestic. That's really nice. And Singapore bound. I hope we actually make it this time to Singapore and we don't CTD. I'm not running auto Ultra this time. Before I was running auto Ultra, and I might think it might have been a reason because I only have Asia installed, and once I entered the region of Asia, I think it started to show its faults and CTD me. Yeah. And as usual, we forget for doing training whaler. But then this shows up. It's so dumb. Just need to reduce the grain, I guess. Oh yeah, that was the problem. It's me being dumb again. that's it for this year. For this, not this year, we definitely flying before the New Year's. But yeah, Merry Christmas guys, and a Happy New Year. Okay, Merry Christmas, bye bye.